So yeah, grab yourself a bowl of popcorn and sit back and enjoy the show.
So obviously, you got to take the calipers and the rotors off to get to the drum brakes that are basically inside the rotor. This is the left side, the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is pretty much 90% gone. Get yourself an old Allen. It's an 8mm, and just chop it down a little bit so you can get in there. Just like that.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be replacing the backing plates and hardware for the emergency brake on a 2007 Ford Escape. And I say backing plates and hardware because the backing plates were so rusted to the point where you can't mount the shoes to the plates anymore. They rusted out completely. By looking at the thumbnail, I'm sure you get the picture of what I'm talking about. So yeah, grab yourself a bowl of popcorn and sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, I'm going to spare you guys me taking off the calipers, because obviously you got to take the calipers and the rotors off to get to the drum brakes that are basically inside the rotor. I'm going to spare you guys me doing that, but I just want to show you a quick trick. If you run into the brake hose here, I just usually take a 7mm socket Allen, and I put a wrench on the Allen so this way I can get to this one bolt, because this one bolt is a little bit hard, a little bit tricky to get to. The bottom bolt for the caliper is easy to get onto. You could just get on it with a ratchet. But the top bolt, you have this brake hose in the way. So this here is the worst side. This side is basically almost all of the backing plate is basically gone. Just like any other normal drum brake setup, you got the two pins holding on the shoes. Well, they're both basically rotted out, totally rotted out holes. So those pins aren't going to do anything to hold the shoes on. This is the left side, the driver's side of the vehicle. And this is pretty much 90% gone.
And it's gone.
In order to change these plates, you got to take out these 4 bolts bolted into the spindle. And I think we're going to have to remove the hub in order to do that. I'm hoping all we got to do is loosen this one castle nut and the hub comes off. That's what I'm hoping. Because if it's not, it's going to be an ordeal. I guess between the harsh winters and the cheap materials that they use nowadays, this is what we're up against. So, yeah. So I'm going to hit the threads with a wire wheel to make the job a bit easier. And zip it off with an impact.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to work, so I think we're going to go with Plan B.
So here's a little tip. Instead of having to take off the whole hub, get yourself an old Allen. It's an 8mm, and just chop it down a little bit so you can get in there.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Just like so. You guys learn all the tips and tricks on the Patriots Touch. And for that reason, you should be liking and subscribing. Look at that, how nice and easy that works. Just make sure you got positive penetration on the bolt. You don't want to be rounding off these bolts, because then that's not going to make for a good day. Once you get them all loose, then you just use the ball portion of your normal Allen and back them all out.
Gross. Oh.
Well, here's the thing. It's one piece, so I'll have to cut that with a snips. Now, as I cut this off, I want to remind you guys that the replaceable backing plates are in 2 pieces for this reason. So this way you'll have to take everything apart to put them back in together. So yeah, that's what we got.
Woo.
So before I put that plate back on, we changed the e-brake cable on the driver's side. Basically, it connects up over the drive shaft over here, And it goes all along here, bolted it to the frame, comes up through around here, connects to the back here. Pull this cable, pulling the brake lever, opening up the shoes, stopping the car. As I'm getting ready to install these, I'm wondering which country of origin these come from.
China.
Exactly. Basically, it's just these 4 bolts. I'm going to bolt these 4 bolts on, do the other side, and then onto the brakes, onto installing the shoes and putting the rotors back on, aka the e-brake drums. Okay, I'll catch you then, folks. Hey guys, well, it's the following week. We were getting ready to install the brake shoes, and then we realized we didn't have the brake hardware. We never ordered it. So we had to order it, and it took about 3 or 4 days to get here. So it's the following weekend, and we're basically picking up where we left off. The brake hardware consists of all the springs, the little hold down points, and both adjusters. I already have one of the adjusters put in here, but I'm going to take it back apart because I want to put some white lithium grease on the inside of the adjuster so it doesn't seize. That's a good idea to do that. So I'm going to put the grease on the adjusters, and I'll meet you guys over back by the wheel. Here's the, like we did last week, the backing plates that were rusted out, all new, jingle bingle. All right, this is the brake lever. This is what you hook up to the parking brake cable. It's got to go through this little slot here in the back. Let's see what the hell I'm doing. That'd be good as well. Got to go through the slot in the back like this. And as you do that, you got to connect it to the cable, just like so. Just like so. Okay. So basically, when you pull the cable that way, it opens up and spreads the brakes open, stopping the vehicle in a parking or emergency brake situation. So now I'm going to get the shoes. Alright guys, once you get that lever in there, the parking brake lever, and you put your green spring on, the top spring on, get it in there, get it started. You put the adjuster on the bottom, in the slot, basically on both shoes. And you try to get your lower spring on. Good luck with that. Like so. Alright, once you get both your upper and lower springs on, you make sure everything's in place. Then you just put your little holders on, your little keepers. Put a little bit of pressure on the spring. And do a half turn, and it's locked into place on both sides. Just like that. And once those are in place, then you just have to adjust the brake shoes to the rotor / drum. There's these little bumps. There's like 6 little bumps for each shoe. Three little bumps for each shoe. 6 bumps total. You gotta make sure the shoes are directly on top of those bumps before you slide the rotor on. Once you get those shoes in the right spot, the rotor should slide on with ease. So, okay, so now that's done. All right, let's pull the e-brake. Make sure it stops the car. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you let go. Okay. Parking brake / e-brake stops the rotor. All right, so now basically you just got to put your caliper back on and go to the other side. And your e-brake is set.
Finally. It's a pain.
Just like that. All right. I didn't really touch it that much anyway, but in this case. Basically, you just got to get your oil off. That's what alcohol does too.
Your oil.
All right, folks. I'm going to button this side up, and we're going to head to the other side and fight with that side for a little bit. once Raven puts the tire back on, she
Yeah.
should be good to go.
Yeah.
Should be good to go.
So there you have it, folks. So that's what it's like to replace the backing plates, e-brake cables, and brake shoes, yada yada, and then yada. Hardware. So there you go. It really wasn't that bad of a job. It was a little annoying, which you'll see, but that's just how it is. It's how it goes when you work on cars. Anyway, I'd like to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, from my family to yours. Thank you for watching. I'm on the Instagram at a.patriotstouch. I'm also on Facebook and TikTok. Facebook and TikTok are both a Patriot's Touch. If you want to subscribe on those, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time on a Patriot's Touch.
And zip it off with an impact. Done.
Oh yeah, no. Because we needed another plug. It's so anticlimactic.
So I had to move the camera because I can't see what I'm doing. I still can't see what I'm doing. Okay,
Yeah, you see now?
kinda.
In a way. Yeah, I got. Was that hard before though? Like taking it off?
No, because it was all roughed and busted. It just fell off.
Forward.